You know what you did, bro. I actually really wanted to watch this one. I'm gonna be honest. I really wanted to watch this one. I don't really care about that shit like that. I will watch that later, but I really want to watch this one because I've been seeing a lot of this shit about The Incredibles. I don't even know who the fuck this Gamma Jack nigga is. So I really am interested to see what the fuck what these niggas talking about, man. TikTok incest mysteries? That's what it says right here. Oh, wait, y'all can't even see it. Hold on. Oh, wrong screen. Literally says right there. What you just thought I just randomly just said that? Like, what the hell? Why would I just randomly just say that? Why would I randomly just spat that out? Like, what kind of monster do you think I am? What kind of monster do you think I am?
What if I told you that this is actually Jack Jack from the future?
I miss The Incredibles, I'm not gonna lie.
The Incredibles that we see only for a few seconds. He is one of the many superheroes.
You say a lot of random things.
Part of Operation Kronos. And at first glance, he just kind of seems like a throwaway.
Name one random thing that I said that sounds remotely close to that.
DVD extras, you'll find a bunch of files full of information about all of these deceased heroes, including their powers, personality traits, and even audio clips.
Give me one quote that sounds remotely close to that. What the hell?
Culture. A man of
Gazer
passion,
beam,
and I would say a man of humor, which is not widely known.
But Gamma Jack's file is a bit different than the other.
Gazer beam.
He is one of the most powerful supers in this franchise.
Oh damn!
With extremely dangerous radiation powers and a very disturbing personality.
Part of my job is to prioritize which villains I'm going.
Prone to tyrannical and what? Megalomaniacal impulses, believes supes to be a superior race. Like white supers? Interesting.
Very disturbing personality.
Part of my job is to prioritize which villains I'm going to combat. The real kicker is I get these dames, man, these dame villains, and they got the curves and the hair and the big eyes, and boy, those ones, they're really, really hard to kill.
He's the only hero who outright kills people, and when it comes to saving people, he always prioritizes attractive.
Nigga, that's a Disney movie. He out here killing people in a Disney movie? Ah, hell no. Wait, it's Disney or DreamWorks? I forgot.
See if there's any good-looking women who need to be rescued immediately, and then I sort of start from there and work my way down the list. You know, if you've got Tubby Joe Schmo over there with a laser pointed at his head, and he might have to wait in line a little while.
He's described as tyrannical and megalomaniacal, and even believes people with superpowers are a superior race. Gamma Jack is like a straight-up villain. He's basically the Incredibles version of Homelander.
That literally is Homelander.
Videos about him recently because of how much he sticks out in this franchise. But I think I've discovered something that nobody else has yet. What if Gamma Jack isn't just some background character? What if he's someone who's been hiding in plain sight all of this time? I believe that Gamma Jack is actually Jack Jack from the future.
Why would Jack Jack become racist?
Like a big stretch. At first glance, these two characters seem nothing alike, both in their powers and personality.
Looks normal to me.
I mean, how could I possibly claim that sweet, adorable Jack Jack is actually a tyrannical super supremacist? Well, just stick with me.
Jack Jack being racist is crazy.
That this will be the most compelling,
he never liked Frozone?
Incredibles theory.
That's just one black guy.
You are going to be blown away by how well all of this lines up. This is the Gamma Jack Jack theory.
That's just one black guy, bro.
So, this all started when I noticed a couple strange similarities between these two characters. Obviously, they are both named Jack.
That's true.
They are both extremely powerful supers.
That's also true.
There's also maybe a passing resemblance, with both of them having a similar mask and their hair ending in a single sharp.
I kind of want to watch The Incredibles now.
I didn't really start to take this seriously until I started comparing Gamma Jack's file to Jack Jack. Gamma Jack is described as a picky eater.
Okay, he's a baby.
Is probably one of Jack Jack's most defining traits.
He's a baby, though.
Jack Jack's first scene is Helen struggling to get him to eat, and
haven't seen it in so long.
The Incredibles 2 plot revolves around Jack Jack only
this was a goated movie
and throwing a massive tantrum when he doesn't get them.
Obviously, I can't keep giving him cookies.
Oh damn! Oh damn!
Jack Jack is an extremely picky eater. Gamma Jack is also described as a favorite of the ladies, which I think you can also apply to Jack Jack.
Can't I, little baby?
Because he's a baby.
Babysitting this one? I do.
Everybody likes babies.
All of the women who take care of Jack Jack clearly adore him.
Stayed up all night
Babies are lady magnets.
He is definitely a favorite of these ladies. Okay, but what about tyrannical and megalomaniacal impulses? Well,
what does that even mean?
That kind of sound like how Jack Jack is constantly and impulsively throwing violent tantrums?
Combustion imminent?
He's a baby.
It means fire, Robert.
Even when Jack Jack fights someone, he seems to always go for the kill just like Gamma Jack.
Oh, damn.
I mean, he did kind of indirectly kill Syndrome. Okay, so there are some surprising similarities here.
So what? He got some murderous tendencies.
In the room. Gamma Jack is an adult who died in the past, and Jack Jack is obviously a baby in the present. For this to work, there would need to be some kind of time travel involved. And while Jack Jack is an extremely powerful super with many different reality warping powers, we never actually see him do anything that resembles time travel. The closest we maybe get is his weird ability to travel between dimensions.
What the?
That little
Cha-Cha want a cookie?
That little baby Birkin.
He can still hear you
From the other dimension, yeah.
That is freaky.
Except, I think there might be more to this dimensional power than we think. In The Incredibles 2, Edna creates a device that can help track and manage Jack Jack's powers, and it can even be used to help find Jack Jack when he moves into the other dimension.
He vanished.
Okay, good. Use the thing. See that's the current readout.
I'm not gonna lie, Incredibles 2 was amazing.
Where is he?
But if you look closely, you'll see that the device labels Jack Jack's dimension as 4D, as in the fourth dimension.
Oh,
a dimension
here comes
that is
LB.
commonly accepted to represent time.
Here comes LB with his theories. He's actually 5D.
Through time. Okay, so Jack Jack could have traveled back in time and became Gamma Jack. But here's another big issue.
So he became racist?
If they're supposed to be the same person, then why are their powers different? Maybe you could argue Jack Jack has some radiation-based powers, but Gamma Jack definitely doesn't have Jack Jack's many, many reality-warping god powers.
This nigga get tricked. What the?
And yes, that is true, but listen to how
This man can turn
Edna
into water?
talks about
I mean, this
Jack
baby can
Jack's
turn into water?
powers.
Like all babies, he has enormous potential. It is not unknown for supers to have more than one power when young, but this little one has many.
It is not unknown for supers to have more than one power when young. She talks about it like all super babies can have multiple powers when they're young, but eventually they all grow up and narrow it down to just one or two. Director Brad Bird has also made similar comments about how Jack Jack's powers are because of the unlimited potential he has as a baby.
Babies are unknown, so they could be nothing, they could be everything. You don't know. Every single one of them is up for grabs of what they're going to become. They could become
that's kind of
a leader
fire.
of the free world or a bagman. Or maybe both, I don't know.
Maybe Jack Jack having so many powers is kind of unusual, but there is a precedent that he could lose most of his powers. In fact, this explains why Jack Jack would be living in the past under a new identity. Maybe Jack Jack traveled back in time and then lost his ability to time travel, making him stuck in the past forever. This also lines up with a deleted flashback scene from the first Incredibles, where we can see Gamma Jack was close friends with Mr. Incredible and Frozone.
Although he tried to hide his powers, a few of us had heard about them and approached him.
But wouldn't he be dead though?
Becoming a superhero. We had a club, the first club that wanted him to join.
It makes sense. If Jack Jack is trapped in the past, he'd probably want to be close to his dad and Uncle Lucius, even if he can't tell them who he really is.
Where's my super suit?
Does Jack Jack actually have Gamma Jack's powers? I mean, maybe his fire or laser
Where's
powers are
my super
kind of
suit?
similar, but is that really the same thing as having radiation powers? Well, let's take a look at what Gamma Jack's powers actually are. The file's description is pretty vague, but based on his name and logo, I'm gonna assume his powers involve specifically gamma radiation, which is a form of high-energy electromagnetic radiation.
Okay.
And guess what? We are told by Edna that one of Jack Jack's powers is specifically electromagnetism.
Okay.
Electromagnetism.
Gamma Jack's powers are based on electromagnetic radiation. Jack Jack has electromagnetism powers. They could have given Gamma Jack any form of radiation powers, but they specifically chose the type of radiation that Jack Jack can control because they are the same person. Also, if you consider the LEGO tie-in video games to be canon, we do see that Gamma Jack has
Wait, they got a LEGO game for this?
Specifically green lasers,
Wait,
which is also
wait.
the exact same as Jack Jack's.
They got a Lego Incredibles game? I've never heard of this.
Do I even need to keep going at this
I
point?
might have to play
Gamma
this.
Jack is Jack Jack. This has to be intentional. Okay, so these characters line up really, really well, to the point where
Lego
I don't
Incredibles.
think that this is a coincidence anymore.
Coincidence? I think not.
But there is still one final issue with this theory. Why would Jack Jack, a sweet, adorable baby with two loving parents with good
That's
values,
true.
grow up to believe that supers are a superior race?
To be racist.
Like, that kind of feels like the last thing Jack Jack would ever believe. I mean, Helen even goes out of her way to tell her kids that having powers doesn't make you
I need me a
inherently
Helen
better.
though.
Dad always said our powers were nothing to be ashamed of. Our powers made us special. Everyone's special, Dash.
Maybe Bob is a little
Need me a
more
Helen, bro, I ain't gonna
enthusiastic
lie.
about superpowers, but he would definitely never call them a superior race. I mean, that is just unambiguously next-level discrimination. Where the hell would Jack Jack possibly get this insane idea from?
That other guy.
I used to design for gods. You are a tiny god. They are
Edna
lucky
Mode.
to be in your presence.
Edna Mode believes
Edna
that supers
Mode.
are gods, that they are above normal humans. She says it all the time, and she even
He
seems
fell down a
disgusted
pipeline?
by non-supers.
Supermodels. Nothing super about them. Spoiled, stupid little stick figures.
It's all
with
her,
goofy
bro.
Lips who think only about themselves.
She part of the clan.
I used to design for gods.
Okay, sure, but she only babysat Jack Jack one time.
And I'ma say
How much
this.
could she possibly?
Let's just keep it a buck. Edna was fine as hell. I said it. I admit it. This woman was fine to me. I don't care.
Have rubbed off on him.
Yes, you are a tiny god. The room is yours. They are lucky to be in your presence.
I could care less.
Literally after one
Cancel
day
me.
with Edna, Jack Jack starts acting exactly like her. Exactly like Gamma Jack.
These
Oh,
people
shit.
are lucky to share the city with supers.
They are lucky to be in your presence.
And then she offers to babysit him anytime after this for free.
But babysitting this one, I do for free.
Holy shit, she is absolutely gonna mess this baby up.
She can mess me up any day. I'm
Well,
sorry.
there you go. I think this is a very strong case for Jack Jack eventually becoming
I
Gamma
believe it.
Jack. Unfortunately, this does mean that Jack Jack will eventually be killed by one of Syndrome's robots. Maybe you could argue that's a good thing considering who he turns into. Or maybe he somehow faked his death. I don't know. It could be possible. I do think that there's something kind of interesting about Syndrome killing Jack Jack, but then later baby Jack Jack indirectly kills Syndrome, so it's kind of like this poetic time loop. The Incredibles 3 is coming out in 2028, so I guess we'll
what?
have to wait and see if it supports
Wait,
or
whoa, whoa, whoa,
debunks
whoa,
my
whoa,
theory.
whoa.
You know, even if
Incredibles 3 coming out in 2028. Damn, nigga, that's in 3 years. I'm gonna be dead by then. Fuck. Shit, we might have to rewatch Incredibles.
this was intentional at one point, I do kind of doubt that they'll ever bring back this pretty obscure Gamma Jack character, but, you know, we'll see. thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider checking out my other
Hey,
fan
shout out
theories
Alex
and
Bale,
subscribing.
man.
I've got other Pixar theories coming out at some point.
Shout out Alex Bale, man. That's the GOAT right there.
Coming out soon.
That's the GOATer.
I will confirm that my next theory that's already kind of almost done is about Teletubbies.
Teletubbies? Oh, hell no.
I've got a pretty interesting
You'll be
take
42?
on that I don't think
Right.
anyone has come up with yet. Thank you to the patrons who support this channel.
I never watched Teletubbies. I've only ever heard of them through the Great Void. That should be interesting. That should be interesting. What the hell is this? Wait, I might have to save this one for later. W video though. Gareth and Christian Bale cousin. Oh Lord. You used to watch it as a baby? Nah. That should look kind of creepy though. Like, I don't know, man. Cause I'm what the fuck is that?
If I show Speed makes Dalgona, it will explode. If he adds too much baking soda while making it, the sugar turns into hot foam and bursts at 140 degrees Celsius, which can cause serious skin burns. If that happens, rinse it under cool water for 20 minutes, then cover it with a clean cloth and let a real doctor check it. If I show Speed makes Dalgona.
Right. I don't even know what the fuck Dalgona is. Is that Korean like cookie thing that they had in Squid Games? Oh, it literally says right there. My dumb ass. My ass is dumb. My ass is dumb. It literally says right there. What the fuck? Nah, shout out. Nah, that's kind of weird, but okay. All right. Well,